Yeah, 15 degrees this morning. I'm gonna go take a ride back out to that same road in KI I got the doe at. Maybe hopefully I can find a buck out there. Can still tag out on a buck, so I'm gonna give her a try with muzzleloader, see how she goes. He's a cold one this morning. Woo-hoo. Well, folks, it's a whopping 2 degrees here in KI. I'm just getting into the entrance of KI right before the first bridge. I am gonna put my bibs on and my jacket and stuff, so I'm all ready to sit once I get someplace. She's gonna be a cold sit today by the looks of it. I'm supposed to get a possibly 30 today and then chance of snow later on, so see how it goes. I'll give you some more footage when the sunlight is out. Back out watching the same spot that I shot the doe in. There's some good buck tracks in there, so I'm hoping maybe he's around. Stay here for a while and see how it goes. There's already a truck at the beginning of this road, so I didn't want to go too far, and I saw another one pull in, so I went to a spot that I had some luck in and didn't want to be right behind somebody. Let's see what happens here, I guess. It's warmed up to a whopping 16 degrees from like 2. I saw it at 2 degrees when I got here. I hear a big whack out there. It's not like a big tree knock. First thing this morning. I've heard a little break there and a little break out here, so I don't know if it's just the cold weather. You're messing with the trees or what it is. Seen some crows fly by. Nothing else so far. I kind of expected something to be at that gut pile down there, but I don't know. It is a cold morning. I'm about ready to start the truck up pretty soon. Warm up a little bit. I got all these clothes on. I'm still getting cold. It's happening when you get older, I guess. You just can't handle cold much. It is almost 8 o'clock. Feels like a good day. We'll see what happens. Show what I got here. It's a big swamp down in there. See what happens. Big pileated woodpecker just landed on this big pine. Of course, he's on the opposite side of the tree. Up to 17 degrees now. A lot better than 2. Haven't seen anything. less crows in the woodpecker. Or ravens, I should say. Well, I was hoping that woodpecker would come on this side, but I don't think he's going to cooperate. I just ranged the range that I shot that doe at the other day, and it's 77 yards from here. This is where I was parked. See the woodpecker? Just peeked his head out of this tree on the left-hand side. Oh, beautiful tree. A great turkey roosting tree. Nothing yet. 9 o'clock. Glenn Beck's coming on. Listen to that for a little bit. See what shows up. Well, it's 10 o'clock. Right, just about. Like a couple minutes of. Haven't seen anything here. Besides woodpecker and crows. So I think I'm going to take a little ride and warm up a little bit. Show my feet are frozen. And try and find a place to sit for the evening hunt. Or afternoon hunt, I should say. Not evening. I'm not a night hunter. I passed a place on the way in here that skirts along an old clear cut. That might be a good spot. But I'll drive down here further and maybe turn around, see what's out that way, if there's any fresh tracks. I already drove out here once the first day I was in here when I shot the doe. So we'll see how that pans out. And if I see anything, hopefully I'll get it on video for you. But you never know. We'll see how it goes. A little footage, maybe something will jump out in front of us. Who knows? Can't shoot it. Let's get it on camera. Nice day, cold but nice. Tracks here across. Clear cut, but ideal place for deer to be feeding and stuff in there. I don't see if there's any good crossing that crosses this road that I could sit and watch back a ways, 75 yards or so, and see if there's any good crosses, but so far nothing. At least this way. Got a ways to go. I think it goes in here about a mile or so. Nothing in there. All that low growth that they like, but also leaves and stuff are gone. See what happens. Trying to warm up a little bit. It's up to the truck I'm reading right. Truck still says it's 2 out, but it's warmer than that now. And a lot of these General Motors seems to take so long for the temperature thing to adjust to their actual temperature. See anything else there? See what she goes. I don't see anything on there yet. Moose tracks through here. See some either. see if I see anything. Well, that's as far as the vehicle tracks go in the snow. So I see all kinds of tracks, but they've been mostly moose tracks. I do have some deer right here, but most up and down this road is moose tracks. And that is a good rifle shot. It's not a good muzzleloader shot. It's a lot of seeing, and I can't imagine if I shot something down there and have to bring it up this hill by sitting on the ground and dragging it up a hill. That's a hard, crusty snow. I'd probably never get out of there. Nice spot, good potential. I'll have to check this area out more, you know, in the spring when the snow's all gone. Though we are supposed to get some rain next week, so who knows? Next week will be the last week of muzzleloader season, but you will not be able to hunt in this zone for muzzleloader season next week. So I'm SOL here. I'm gonna turn around and go try and find another road. Some older tracks here, but they're older ones. Not a bad sized deer by the foot size anyway, by the looks of it. And down the road. And that way, heading back out of here and to another spot, hopefully. Well, I found a nice crossing that's coming out of this clear cut and going across right up here, but there's nowhere for me to park. Looks like somebody backed around here, but I don't dare pull into something like that and then get stuck. There's moose tracks too, but that was a good deer trail crossing. With a couple of deer had go across it. You can see how they worked their way through these beech trees through there, and it's like a little gorge that came down. They've been following it for a while, but it's just nowhere to park, so that's kind of frustrating. But that's what you get to go over and over and over again. I got to make sure I'm within the range of the muzzleloader and I'm able to park somewhere off the road, so I'm not, you know, sticking out like a sore thumb either. So it looked like a good spot, but some moose dung right over there. I've seen a bunch of piles back behind me. A lot of moose sign in here. Well, I finally found a place where I found a good crossing. Multiple, you know, it's packed right down. Goes up into this cutting in here to a skidder road, and it goes across this way into a it's like a cedar thicket. There's a bunch of cedar thickets down further, but I couldn't find any place to park down there. So I'm up on a little hill aiming down. Have the sun behind me. I'm always trying to get the sun behind me, especially for the evening. So it's not in my eyes, but rather have it in their eyes when they're looking this way, in this direction. I'm off the road a little bit. Something should be able to drive by, hopefully, if they have to go by. And it's probably about 70 yards where the trail is. So it's ideal. I shot that doe the other day. It was 77 yards, so she's right on for that. So let me show you what I got here. Okay, here we are. I can't see the trail from here, but I don't know, halfway around that corner there, I'll see right there. There's a trail that cuts across into there. There's a cedar swamp in there, and it goes up into here. So hopefully I can stick it out for the rest of the day here, as long as vehicles don't go bananas and have a bunch of them coming out. They should be able to get it by me. I'm not sure though. We'll see what happens. It's just after 1 now. Had my lunch, settling back in. Haven't seen anything yet. The woodpecker. No vehicles. That's good. Haven't seen any other animals though. No squirrels, rabbits, or anything. Let me show you what I got. Started the truck up to warm up my feet. Haven't seen anything out here besides woodpeckers and a few birds and crows. Haven't had any other vehicles come through, thank God. Been a pretty quiet day. I just looked at my Hunt Stand app and my Onyx. There's a swamp straight out in front of me. Go around that corner, there's a little straight stretch. There's a whole bunch of cedar in there. I was hoping, the deer would be going into that cedar. There was some tracks definitely in there. There's just nowhere for me to park there, so there's a crossway right here coming out of there into this, probably the back end heading towards that swamp probably. So, you never know, I guess. Don't hurt to try. It's been a slow day today. Haven't seen many animals. Guess there's some snow moving in tonight possibly, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be in the woods or here or who knows where. They're running out of days. I haven't seen a buck this year during the season yet, I don't think. Had some on my trail camera at camp, some smaller ones, but I've not seen a buck during hunting season yet. Seen a few does. Well, I think I saw that big one actually in bvuck, but all I saw was a rump of it going around a corner 275, 280 yards away, going through the trees, so I never technically saw antlers, but just the mannerisms of the deer was acting like it was a buck. Put his nose to the ground instead of trailing up the road, so we'll see. I got about 2 hours left here, so we'll see how it goes. The wind's not blowing in a good direction. You can see that tassel on that GoPro. So as long as something's coming out of the left side of the road, I'm okay, but if someone's trying to come across the right, that may not be very good. My scent's probably going that direction. But it's not been very windy, just a little tiny slight breeze every once in a while. We'll see what happens. I just had my first truck drive by. It's like 3:12 in the afternoon. Just talked for a few minutes. He said he's just going to drive out to the end and come back through, so it might be a little bit longer. The road gets a lot worse behind me. But I don't know if it's going to mess up my hunt here or not, but we'll see. I got an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes left probably. See what happens, I guess. Goes geese. About a half an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes left. That truck that drove by just went back by again. Well, folks, that was it for my second day of muzzleloader season. Hunting, I should say. Didn't hunt yesterday. I had to get a bunch of bills and stuff taken care of. So that was the second day. Today's the third day of muzzleloader season. Didn't see anything today for deer, moose, or anything. So I may go to bvuck tomorrow, just to be a little bit closer to home, save some money on gas, and run low on money. All this driving takes a lot of gas money, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I'll probably hunt in bvuck a little bit closer. Try and figure out where I want to hunt out there tomorrow. I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully we'll get a Gotta find a buck here somewhere. We'll see how it goes.